This spoken word, spoken word is just another branch off the hip-hop tree. Every spoken word artist is a poet, but every poet is not a spoken word artist. I don't know if you can kind of understand that, but every poet don't perform. The Maya Angelou's didn't perform their poetry. Nikki Giovanni's, they didn't perform their poetry, but spoken word artist is nothing but performance poetry. So I want to share something with you all tonight, and it's called Hero. Today my son was asked a question by his teacher to draw a picture of his hero. And after thinking for a moment about who made the most De Niro, he drew a picture of me in a mirror. Came home and he posted it on the refrigerator door, and when I saw it, it touched me to the core. I was outdone. There's nothing more than a father wants to hear than admirations from his son. So that night as I tucked him in, I wanted to be crystal clear, so I sincerely whispered in his ear, "Son, I love you." And yawning with his hands in front of his mouth, he said, "Daddy, I love you too." As he laid in front of me, I was touched. It was like a needle had stuck me in my arm and my blood was right in front of me, so I thought to myself, I wonder, does he really know for me what he has done? And does he know that I never could have been a father until he made me one? And that until he was born, I never really knew me? And that I didn't know a damn thing about responsibility until he gave it to me? And that until he was born, my future was kind of dim, but now that he's here, my life has been extended, because even when I'm gone, I can live through him. And although me and your moms don't get along, that leaving you and your little brother in the house overnight alone was dead wrong, yet he was strong enough to take the time out to take care of his little brother. It's just a shame that at 11 years old, he had to play the role as the man of his mom's house. Yet with all these distractions, he struggled to keep his eyes on the prize, by dealing with the everyday life of living in a low-income high-rise, not to mention dealing with his mother's addiction to drugs. But I swore on my life that he would never be a statistic or listed as a thug. So Chikan, when he would come home with me on the weekend, I would help to build his self-esteem. I allowed him to dream and taught him just what it meant to be a strong black king, and kept him away from all hurt, harm, and danger. And told my son that, listen, boy, you could be successful living in a low-income home if Jesus was born in a manger. But there was like this deep-rooted anger that reflected in his attitude, which caused some of his teachers to call me at home from school, but they ain't got a clue as to what he's going through now. And until he found a way to channel his anger, it just kept on slowing him down. But I'm proud to announce that he finally got it under control. Not only did he win first place in a school science project, but for the first time in his life, my little 11-year-old made the honor roll. Hey, so when I think about all the obstacles, the peer pressure from the other children, all the slanging and banging that he saw in front of his mother's building, the drug problems dealing with his mother, playing the role as the man of his mom's house and taking care of his little brother. See, when I think about how far he has come, and despite all the obstacles, everything that he has achieved and done, my son may consider me to be his hero. But to me, my hero was my son. Rest in peace. And so, that same son that I wrote that piece about at 11 years old began to come home one day after I got custody of him. It was so tripped out, you can stop it. So it was so tripped out that after years of trying to